when the only woman in his life passed away. He closed that door forever.
That is the one place I couldn't sleep.
You haven't been in a bedroom in 4 years.
The animals took over as soon as I left.
We have all kinds of signs of moisture. This is not done with a permit, no foundation. The only real way to fix this is to take it down. Manuel. Must be Manuel.
You must be mine.
I am. I think I need to fix that squeak on your door.
Oh, that sounds so great.
Well, that's the little things that drive me insane.
No, Halloween, it's a great door. I've been in this house between 25, 30 years. It was nice and fresh when I first moved in here. Whoever had it fixed it all now, nice, and it looked okay.
Ben?
How you doing, Mike?
Nice to see you, sir.
Pleasure.
Well, this is a cute little house.
It's always been comfortable. I mean, it's not big, but to me, it was the perfect size.
Okay, so we're gonna look at the back somewhat addition. So was the addition on the house when you moved in?
Yes, and it looked perfect at the time. 'Cause
It did.
The guy fixed it all up when I bought it.
These homes were only built with one bedroom. And I gotta tell you, for a growing family, doesn't make sense. What does is, along the years, families do it yourself and put an addition on the back to give it a two-bedroom home. Well, should we take a look at what we have here? I just want to take a look around. So this is the one bedroom, and the addition was the second bedroom, correct?
This is the bedroom now.
This used to be my
This
bedroom.
is where you sleep. This used to be your bedroom.
It used to be my
Ben's bedroom.
This is actually Ben's old bedroom, where Manny has been sleeping since his wife died 4 years ago. They had been married 40 years, and the loss was so devastating that Manny could never sleep in the room they once shared.
She was my only girlfriend, and as far as I know, I was her only boyfriend. She learned to cook the things I like the way I like it. And before we discovered the joy of sex, we discovered the joy of cooking. And it's showing, right?
You haven't been in a bedroom in 4 years.
No. The animals took over as soon as I left.
What animals came in?
First was skunks.
Oh, that's not a good animal to come in.
Okay.
Something tells me it's not in good shape.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Oh, it's kind of cold in here.
Oh, yeah, because the heat shut off in this room.
Yeah, you definitely have a smell.
You see, I ripped the carpet.
Is that to get to the skunk?
Oh, yeah. Look. See?
Yeah, they chewed through everything,
So I
didn't they?
sprayed. I didn't want that smell in there.
I understand losing a loved one. I mean, that's hard, but closing off that bedroom, that opened up the opportunity for critters galore, raccoons, skunks. And let me tell you what squirrels can do. They can chew up that electrical so bad, there's a fire waiting to happen. I can see, actually, clearly that the foundation is totally not square. Did you ever walk in here and almost roll to the window? Because there's got to be about a 3-inch drop.
It sunk after a while.
Mike, this opening is done recently since we came to look at rehabbing this room.
Yeah, and I had to look at the electrical short.
So you were trying to find the short,
I
guess.
found it. It's up there. I mean, I follow the wires.
We have all kinds of signs of moisture. You've been, like, it's been raining in
No,
here,
but
yes?
the roof got done. It looked perfect when I bought it, actually. It was the...
You liked it?
Yeah, I liked it. And there's a small family. I figured that's plenty for us. Bedroom.
Okay, what I'd love to do right now, Ben, maybe we can walk out the back, take a look, and I'll see what I can see for the foundation and just see, I'm probably gonna bring it in and take it down, but I wanna see it first.
Sure.
None of this was done by you guys,
Well,
right?
actually, this retaining wall was our first project in the house many, many years ago.
So you did the retaining wall?
Yep.
It's really clear that this is not done with a permit, no foundation. I can tell just by looking at it. And the only real way to fix this is to take it down.
I'd be happy to strap on some coveralls and do whatever I can to help as well.
Do you want to help me help your dad?
I'd be honored.
This may come down really easy if I give you a sledgehammer.
I actually put my weight behind it. I can probably tie a rope to me and I'll take her down.
I'm going to test that theory. The addition, it's sinking, and it's not going to stop. Eventually, it's going to ruin the structure. It already is. All I want to do is I want to put up a room that makes sense. Not necessarily a bedroom because he lives alone, but maybe a place where he can hang out with his grandkids or play his guitar.
Life now is totally different. You know, I got everything I need, but I don't have my partner. It's very lonely. I always fell asleep here. As soon as I got to the bedroom, I couldn't sleep because I was by myself. Come here, buddy. That's why I got these cats, and they mean a lot to me. Come on, buddy.
Well, I like your dad. Seems like a really nice guy.
He's kind of special to me.
You're the only child?
I am.
You're the only child.
And you know, both my parents gave up everything they could while I was growing up to make sure that I had everything I could, so.
You know, unfortunately, my dad died when I was 30 years old, and I really missed the guy. We were best friends. And I get the relationship that Ben and his dad has, and I really appreciate it because I wish he was still around, that I could talk to him. Well, Manuel is, so let's make sure that he's around for a while so they can have fun together in this house.
There's a lot of life left in my dad, and I want him to enjoy the rest of the years of his life as comfortable as he can be, and it's what every son wants for their parent, for them to be happy.
This is starting over. This is something fresh and new for him that's necessary for him to continue on for the rest of his life. Does he want to move? I don't think so. Should he move? No. Can we make it right? Absolutely yes. Not only is Ben dedicated to his father, but Manuel's dedicated to Ben. We can see a great father-son relationship here. Reminds me of my dad. My dad used to sing all the time, too, so I can really relate to Manuel. Gentlemen,
Hey,
are you ready to play? I noticed you have your helmet on.
for safety.
Sir Ben, I noticed you're wearing yours too. Well, let's take a look at the bedroom. Have you moved out the stuff?
Yes, most of it, yeah, whatever's there is going.
Last time I was here, I said we're gonna check for asbestos in the plaster. We're gonna take a look at everything, get our permits, and we're ready to play today. The good news is there's no asbestos in the plaster.
That's great.
That's great news.
Well, you can really see now that I've got a little more room in here. It's not so much that the whole addition is pulling away from the house, but that it's literally crippling down. So the floor's dropped a good, I don't know, 6, 8 inches, and it drops so much that's when it starts to pull the wall right off the existing home. Any last words before I start taking this down?
By all means, go ahead. I'll help you.
You'll help me?
Yeah, sure.
No,
Give me a
I
hand.
don't want you to help me. I want you here in case I gotta ask you questions, but I don't want you doing
Well,
anything.
I'm here.
For me, it's thank you, Mike. That's all I can say.
We're gonna get Ben to help us. I'm gonna tie a big rope around his chest, and he's gonna pull that way. The other end of the rope's gonna be attached to some structure here, and he's gonna pull. He's a big boy.
It's pure brute force.
Make sure the rest of the house don't come down with him.
It just might. That's the reason I want to take it down gently.
My dad is an old-fashioned guy. My mom took care of everything for him. It was, where's my underwear, where's my socks? So when my mom died, it was time for him to learn everything over again. It was tough for my dad to say, I can't sleep in there anymore.
Yeah, well, she's never gonna leave me anyway, but
No.
at least the room will be decent.
It's time to get back on with living and really move on. That's really what it's about.
All right. Let's get at her.
Thanks, Mike.
Come on.
Yeah.
Everyone, this is Ben. He's going to be working with us. You notice he's wearing a white helmet, so he's the boss of his father at this point.
I didn't get that memo, I'm sorry.
And only your dad.
Yeah.
Let's start with the light, get someone on the grill, and then we'll get ready to pull the ceiling once that door's sealed.
Okay, all right.
This is the fun part, eh, Ben? You just get the wreck things.
You have a pair of pliers, bud?
Most of the time, the guys like the wrecking part. Coming through.
squirrel lives. Outside.
Look at the drywall. Even the squirrels were trying to dig through it. You see the paw marks?
Yeah.
Nice and black.
Oh my God, look at that. Definitely squirrels ate the casing on it, but then someone spliced it back together. Oh my God.
Stevie, you just gonna get some more cleanup? No. You gonna get some more cleanup? Yep.
I love my job. I can tell by looking at things. It's old. There's history in this. I want to bring them in and see it. I don't know if anyone noticed. You had a fire at one time.
What?
You had a fire.
That's the previous owners.
Now, look at the other things. You know, the squirrels were eating at all the wires.
Mike, the actual squirrel did some electrical here. He bit through it, then tied it back up.
Something tells me Manny did.
No, my dad, no way. My dad doesn't do
This
electrical.
was closed up. There's no access.
So somebody at one time did that.
Previous guys.
You see that big yellow thing back there?
Yep.
That's the tractor I'm going to be driving.
So we'll just cut the inside. You're going to tear the rest out?
When I was a kid, I had one of those ride-on tractors, and I'm telling you, I dreamed of taking things apart.
And now look at you press buttons, blow up mountains, get in big machines, pull down houses. You're fulfilling every childhood dream you ever had.
Looking good. Do a clean cut line up and over and sort of keep that dormer in place just to protect the roof line until we start building the other one. Then we'll tie back in again.
That's it. That's all the shingles.
Keep this side up because that'll keep me lateral from going this way. We can knock out this side and that side. Keep the front up. Ready? Somebody collected a bunch of stuff and put it together here.
We could learn something from them, couldn't we? They recycled everything.
Yeah, they did, but then you get this.
Yeah,
This is
sure
not
enough.
what we built. Wow, look at that's old baseboard.
Yeah.
I'm so used to seeing this, especially as a kid. This is how they built everything, right? Just took scraps from everyone's house and put together an addition.
Okay, Mikey, go ahead, bud.
My job is done.
Nobody say put your weight behind it, okay? Nobody.
I was kidding. Get out of the way.
I'm losing it for you.
I put enough guys at it, they'll get it.
Oh, yeah. There's some holes in here.
There's a carcass.
But that's a skunk, isn't it?
There was a couple chewing wires in here, so he's definitely got his.
Good, he got it.
There's a home under here. No, there's a big home in there.
Wow.
You know what? It's a homecoming time.
Put him back. All right, so this is the last you're gonna see of this place, okay?
Oh, I'm glad. I don't mind. Send me away.
All right, you gotta go. Now, what Manny does not know is that I want to put on a solarium. So it's relatively going to be about the same size. First, we're going to have to make sure we do a full back wall here. That will be a firewall because we need that fire rating from that addition to this addition. We'll have a knee wall approximately this high, glass windows all the way around, with a peaked roof tying back into the dormer. Once that retaining wall goes right to the garage and we drop the level of the ground, it gives an area for barbecue, for patio. Can you imagine being inside looking out and enjoying your really nice backyard, not to mention really nice solarium? There's a home under here.
A home, yes.
Oh, that freaked me out. It was a piece of first that moved. I thought someone was sticking his head out. I was like, where's my hammer? Okay, so here's the deal. Once this is down, you are going to demo the bathroom. I am going to help you design it, redo it, but you're going to do it for your dad. I'm just going to guide you.
I'd love to. Oh,
Okay?
yeah.
But we're not going to tell him, so you got to get him out of the house the next time we're here.
You got it. Let's go, boys.
You like the white helmet today?
Benny, get over here, buddy.
Yes, sir.
See the helmet?
Yep.
He's the boss today, buddy. I know he's younger, but what does that say?
Ben's boss. I like
Ben's
that.
boss.
Okay.
So you're gonna do the work. He's gonna help you with it, okay?
Thanks, buddy.
Welcome to the team, big boy.
While I was inspecting Manny's house, it was really simple. Not only was the back addition bad, but the bathroom is really old, outdated, and looks like somebody's tried to make it better. I might as well give him a new bathroom.
We'll just get all the tile down, we'll put it in the tub, and then we'll try to pick it out later.
Okay.
Just to keep the mess down. You see how old and dry that is? Oh yeah. That's because they used glue, eh?
It's kind of funny because it looks like this used to be a door frame here or something. Yeah, that's a really strange shape.
I found another plumbing line here, Ben. Oh, ashes.
It's pretty cool when you open up walls. You never know what you're going to find behind, especially when you didn't do the construction.
There's another foot above this, eh?
Opening up the ceiling and finding out that it was a drop ceiling was really interesting. But when you realize that they're covering up lath and plaster, and it kind of makes sense why they might want to do that.
I noticed you got a little scrape there. Let's see it. No. Everything all right?
Just makeup.
Just a little makeup?
Little souvenir of what not to do when you start pulling down tiles.
You felt the pain of a small bathroom gut job. And once we've seen the asbestos tiles, you could see it in Ben's face. He was worried. That's fine, Damon.
Okay.
Show him what's in there, man.
Okay.
We had to stop here because I think, by my eye, that's asbestos, eh? The 9x9 tiles?
Your
Is
guess
it-
is correct, sir. That looks like a 9x9 tile to me. Good freaking call, my friend. Well, you know what? This stuff happens. They use asbestos in everything. It was the best insulator they could use, so we did find it, which means I've just got to shut it down. Am I surprised? Not really with this age of a house. Okay, guys, I don't even want you vacuuming. Please, let's just step out. Derek, I want you to seal the room.
door.
Okay?
Hey, shouldn't Ben be doing this? I'm the boss. Where'd he go?
We actually have a pretty big day today. We have Joey coming in to run in his conduit. We also have Technopost coming in to actually start doing their digging for our posts for the concrete slab today. After that, I gotta get a lot of gravel in there and we gotta start forming for our pad. The faster we get that pad done, it's a building block for the rest of that structure. How you doing, Sil?
Good yourself?
Thanks for coming in, man.
No problem.
Now, important thing is we did a call before you dig here, just in case we
Yep.
wanted to test any lines under here. Always do a call before you dig. That's where they come and they locate all the gas lines, all the electrical lines. Any lines that run through your yard, you use that service. Now, because it's a backyard, there's probably nothing running back there, but am I gonna take that risk? Absolutely not, and neither of those guys. This thing here is gonna sense when the ground is solid. Is that right? Can you explain that to me?
Exactly. So basically this screw, just like putting a screw into wood, we're gonna screw this into the ground, okay? Once we start getting into some dense soil, right, so the resistance is gonna show up on our gauge.
Brilliant. Now, this thing's gonna go in. This obviously stays in the ground, and this ties into our rebar?
Exactly.
Oh, Jesus, that takes all the work out of it. You guys are gonna put me out of a freaking job eventually.
We got the first 7-foot section in.
Yeah.
We're into some decent soil. We're just not at the design loads yet. So we'll put an extension on, we'll keep going down, and hopefully we get that pressure sooner than later.
Yeah, because you might run out of posts.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Putting on the proper gear, we could remove the asbestos that's in there. It's only a level 1, which means it's very low on the radar. It's still asbestos, and I'm not putting my guys in harm's way. Dust still occurs, so what do? I call in the right people. They come in, they seal it properly, they have the equipment to deal with it, and they have the means of disposing it properly, which we do not. Bring in the right people.
Got 2,000.
Okay, where are you guys at? How are the posts, man? What was your final depth, brother?
We're all about 10 feet.
10 feet. This is gonna really hold the pad in place. It's gonna be the most solid structure we've ever built. Probably not, but I said it. It's out there. Now I have to work with the guys because they have to know the height of my concrete. They want their posts to be right in the middle of that slab. I'm gonna take a level from inside the house, bring it outside of the house through the doorway, measure down for my step. That is the height of our concrete. I wanna make sure I have at least a 7-inch step to an 8-inch step coming out of the house. Once we determine that, we're ready to go.
Okay, right there.
Guys, as soon as he's backfilled that, even if he hasn't cut these down yet, let's start getting our gravel in, okay? Yeah. We'll gear up for that.
Today we're getting ready to pour the concrete. All the forms are in place. We have the pylons, which I love, and pinned to the house. This is really gonna hold that pad in place.
The last step in prepping for our pour here is a bonding agent. It goes against this wall. It's gonna help bond the new concrete to the existing foundation wall.
Besides the concrete pour, I want to get a little further on the bathroom. Now, I have all my trades here today. I have plumbing, electrical, and HVAC all here today, getting that bathroom run.
Santos is working in the ductwork downstairs. All I hear is, Mike, I need to see you. Mike, I need to see you. Okay. Okay, now that the ceiling's down, have you found anything I need to know?
That liner should be patched.
Was that open?
That's how it was found.
Because that's got to be completely sealed off
Sealed
so we
off.
don't get a backdraft.
Yes. Yeah.
Because that's what's going to happen. Chimney effect comes right back down again, and we're going to pull all those off gases back in.
Yep.
This can be dangerous. Why? Off-gassing needs to escape the house. We don't want it inside the house because this is the kind of stuff that keeps you asleep. In other words, you won't wake up. We'll put in some Roxol and then parge it closed.
Yep.
So that's fine. Everything else?
One of the biggest mistakes that these gas fitters are making is that you have to have a union in place of this flare fitting.
When you say a union, you're saying like a coupling?
This is a union. This is what's supposed to be coming apart.
They allow movement where
Yes.
this one does not. You
Yep.
play with that line, you're gonna break the seal, have
Yes.
gas in the house, and
Yep.
near a flame is probably not good. Hey, thanks, this isn't so bad.
Nope.
I like not so bad.
Not so bad.
A couple of wrong things,
Yep.
but we'll make it right.
How about some concrete now?
I wouldn't talk into it now.
Here it comes.
Don't get it on the wallpaper.
It's gonna take quite a bit of concrete just for the keys. What I like to do is just go back and forth across the pad, just filling it up as you go.
Hey,
I like
you're
to splash.
splashing me. Oh, I got it inside of the
I
head.
blame you.
Damn, it splashed all over everyone. That's the thing about whoever holds that hose, look out for the aftermath.
Hey guys, can I get a couple of hammers just walking around, hitting the base of this, please? Adam's just double checking to make sure that we're completely level.
Double checking is really smart because once you put this amount of weight of concrete in, it could literally push the form down. It's perfect. If it's out a 1/16 of an inch, I'm never gonna complain. Just float it after it sets for a bit and it'll be totally fine.
All right, Ben. So, considering that we're doing the bathroom upstairs and all the plumbing, all the essentials are down here, we're going to start from the basement and we're going to work our way up.
I really want Ben to be part of this. I want him to see what it takes to do this. He wants to be here. He can't be here every day, but we're gonna try and get him in here. I want to teach him.
Apparently, it's appropriate that I wore this shirt today because Stinkies in the Cayman Islands is now all over me. Should it smell like this?
It's the right smell.
Okay.
I can't explain the smell. It's dank is a good word.
This is sewage. So that's why we wear the gloves. That's the initiation process in the plumbing industry. Every guy that starts the job has to go through that. You do have to get yourself contaminated with sewage. There's no way out of it. We had the water because of inadequate slope.
Right.
This is what's inside the pipe. All the sludge buildup, the pipe is actually
It's
pretty
heavy.
heavy.
Yeah, absolutely.
The best way to fix it is just get rid of it all and start from scratch. Ben has done very well today. Unfortunately, he's contaminated, so I'm gonna send him home so he can take a shower, and I'm gonna continue by myself.
Looking at the walkway here, I don't want to get into taking all this down. That's a crap load of work. What do you think?
The only way to do it is to take all this out.
You're kidding me.
It's the only way to do it.
I knew coming in here looking at that retaining wall, it was going to be an issue. Why? Once the pad's in place, we want to do interlocking stone. To try and tie all that in when we've got a wall that's caving out, it's not going to work. Because you're better to start from here, work your way back, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Well, Mike, we talked about that. We were worried about that wall being bowed, eh?
That's the only way to do it.
All right. All right. Let's take it down.
So I trust Johnny fully. Am I a little frustrated that we have to add to this project at this stage? Absolutely.
I know that he lost a life partner, someone he loved more than anything in the world, someone who did everything for him. They were two peas in a pod, and to know now that he's ready to close a chapter and write a new one, and write it with vigor and enjoy the rest of his life, there's nothing more I could ask for.
We got an amateurish wall that's been installed. It's failing. We got to take that out, install new.
I want to start on our knee walls, guys. Well, I talked to Rob from Four Seasons about the roof line, what we're going to do on our wall this way, okay? Now, there's some questions I got to ask you about this structure here. Now, you're talking about, according to the plans, you want me to cut this roof back on top of that brick.
In line with existing, yeah.
So my bearing load is here, and it's fine because it's just cantilevering over the top of the brick.
Right.
So this is still fine with code. I just can't cut it back. Now, the sunroom needs to butt up to a flat surface, but if we cut the roof back, it won't have the support it needs. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bolt two 2x10s to the wall to hold the load of the roof. We'll then build a 2x4 wall right underneath it to support that. In the end, the original load from the roof in the sunroom will be transferred right down to the concrete pad.
You know, I've seen people cut it off before, and that's...
Well, absolutely.
Without thinking about it, you know, just chop.
Yeah. Well, could you imagine, you chop that off, what's holding up your roof line anymore?
Exactly.
It's actually gonna fall.
One of your helpers.
Now that the concrete's cured, we want to make sure we drill in proper places. Think of 16-inch on center for those 2x6 studs to anchor our framing to the concrete.
We're using true bolt anchor wedges to anchor the wood into the cement. They're corrosion resistant, and Sherry's behind me just tighten them up.
I love that my daughter and my son really are part of this because, you know, to see Sherry swing that wrench, no problem, put the bolt down. I mean, we have impact tools and everything, but she grabs the old wrench and away she goes.
Four to six, my dear.
46.
The guys are in the bathroom right now just finishing up the framing. We're gonna have a couple of the other guys come in, soundproof the walls, insulate the exterior wall. Then we're gonna get ready for self-leveling the floor, which is the most important part.
Oh, girl, you're messy. What's up with that?
You're gonna get it by the end of the day.
I'm gonna be full of PL later.
She never did that. PL if you're lucky. Hey, does this stuff come out of hair?
Please don't.
The bathroom floor is a little unlevel, so we're gonna use a self-leveling product. Now what that's gonna do is level it up so we can put our tile on top.
and 2 workers. What do you work for the city? Maybe some of these guys on break need a little crank plate on.
I agree.
Where's my belt?
Oh, that's funny, eh? Yeah, yeah. Big gang.
I wasn't any part of it.
Yeah, you better run, buddy.
So what we're doing is just pouring a concrete footing for a wall stone that's going to be retaining all this soil and the rest of the landscape.
We have the sunroom's glass coming in right now. They're bringing in their windows as we speak. John doing the rest of the landscaping in the background. We're all trying to work on top of each other here, and I'm in the way.
The guys there now doing the flashing work and get the aluminum sills down to seal everything at the bottom so that we can start putting the windows in.
Okay.
When you're dealing with a concrete base like this, you always glue the first course, and then the rest, however many courses you're doing, that'll just sit on top. Then when you put the cap on, that also gets glued.
We've got Ben on site today, and believe me, he's been working his buns off. He's doing everything he can to help his dad.
Measure twice, cut once. That's what my dad always taught me. Okay, 24 1/4 from the top, 14 inches in.
24 1/4.
Like you mean it, Ben. Sorry.
Gentle Ben, eh?
Well, you know, I'm a delicate flower.
He's good. His lines are coming along, making good progress.
Sorry, am I biting? All right. Takes back everything he says. Parents do so much for kids throughout their entire lives that if I have the opportunity to give back in any way, I'm happy. If it's something as small as labor, or I'll carry out pieces of wood if they want me to do, but whatever it is to be part of helping makes it feel special.
The sun is shining. It's a beautiful morning, but we all know what happens in April.
I had a bit of an idea on kind of how to personalize the space for Manny a little bit. He lives here by himself, and I feel really bad for him. His wife passed away, and so I'm gonna look through some photos, take them away, and do something really sweet for him.
This is the season you're always worried about weather, and sure enough, we do our first outside project of the season, and it rains and snows on us for a solid week. So we're a little bit behind, but this week we've got the weather, and it's time to forge ahead.
Guys, lift it up towards me.
At the same time, they're bringing their roof from over this end. We're gonna get our gable on so we can meet them. They have something to butt up to. We'll sheet over everything. It'll make a nice solid structure. We'll have our roof and our gable on today.
looking good, isn't it? Everything's looking good. Stone's all in location. I'm talking the big armor stone. We're getting ready for spray foam. Before that, Joe is just gonna finish all the rough and electrical. I like this. Not too many people think of this. I already know what this is. It's wiring for the TV, and you can fish anything you want down to the bottom. I love Joe. He's such a good worker. He's fixing up all kinds of electrical, even a new light on the front porch.
Ben's been in here quite a bit.
Well, he better be, because he wanted to do the bathroom for his dad.
Yeah, Derek had them working on this wall together. Yeah, actually, Ben did quite a bit of mudding in here too with Nicole.
We got a huge day today. Johnny's coming in to finish off his landscaping. Joey's here as well. He's finishing off everything he needs to do.
Today we're shingling in this little roof. We're gonna pull out some old shingles, tie in the new ones, make it all watertight. That'll be it.
Well, right now we're digging some post holes for a fence we're gonna put up here. It's not really a three-man job, but the city workers are over there and they got like 8 people doing the same job, so we thought we'd minimize it with 3.
Can I get a hand here, boys? Please be careful with the wood. We don't want to dent it. You don't want to know what they cost. We've got over $2 grand in material here. Mike is gonna kill me. I like keeping one surprise for Mike every time. But you know what? Ben and his dad will love it.
So what we're doing now is just putting in the polymeric sand that's going to prevent any weeds from growing in the joints. Normal, everyday sand, that's going to create a medium for vegetation, insects. This is going to prevent that from happening.
Last day, always crazy, always crazy. Hydro seed, okay, no grass yet, but it will grow, it's green.
Hey guys, we're just gonna seal up the rock so it doesn't get covered with this grass. Make sure we cover all of the rock, please.
Now, this is what a reveal day should look like. I've got about 30 people on this site right now working their butts off. I got my guys inside painting, doing as much trim as they can. Plus, we have Frank in there doing electrical. We have the aluminum railing guys doing our aluminum railings right now. We have Steve Graves doing the siding on the house, and I wouldn't have this day any other way. Don't forget, we have Lee inside doing carpet, and we have our hydro seed in. It's looking good.
I'm actually gonna grab Ben and say, hey, you and I are putting the toilet in. By putting the wax ring down first, you don't mess with it, missing on the toilet.
Makes sense. Looks good and centered.
Take your time. That's it. Make sure it's straight and then just gently.
Rock it down, yeah.
Rock it in, because once it's down once, it's down.
Yeah, that's right.
Water hookup. I want to make sure it doesn't get wet, and I'm going to do this for the next, actually, hour.
Give it a flush.
I've never really let a homeowner come in and help us the way Ben has, so I have a little surprise for him. This is the first one.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's a white helmet. Because I figure after this, you're pretty well a white helmet.
Thank you so much, Mike.
You're welcome.
I want to hug you, but I know the pretty ladies do that, man. Thank you so much.
Go get your dad ready.
I will, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Whenever we do outside jobs, we can have a lot of delays, and they will add up. And here's the cost for this job. The sunroom, including the air conditioner, $63,950. The landscaping, including the retaining wall and cedar fence, was $26,850. The bathroom, plumbing, tile, vanity, and finishes came to $12,200. And when you add up everything, you get a grand total of $109,650, and that doesn't include us.
I got to see the bathroom, I got to see the stuff they did inside the house, but I know that there's been a whole crew of people working and we're in wind and rain and snow in the back, and I'm dying to see what they got back there.
Ben's always worried about his dad, and I get it. It's his father, but he doesn't live here anymore. We gotta make sure Manny has his own, let's call it independence, and maybe a new beginning. And that's exactly what today's all about. Manny,
Hey, Mike.
I'm so sorry to keep you out of your house this long. You can see it's just starting to rain, and it has been this way pretty well since we started your house. Snow, then rain.
Yeah.
You ready for the hot tub?
I'm ready. No.
There's no hot tub.
No hot tub.
Come on.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. This is amazing.
We did so much electrical work in your house. We ran an underground line from the house to the garage. In the future, Ben's gonna do the garage.
Yeah.
The green earth is actually a seed. Come on up, I'll tell you about it.
This is amazing.
This will actually germinate very quickly, and you're gonna have grass in about the next 10 days. Did you see the back fence?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But the neighbors can't see what you did here. It's the nicest part of the house. Look at this.
Wanna go in?
Yes, please.
After you,
Like
sir.
to see inside the room.
Ben?
Oh, yeah,
Thanks,
yeah.
buddy.
Now, this has to be a fire door due to code, but that's just the way it is. Ben, please.
Oh, my God. Everything here is beautiful. This is a showpiece, I tell you. This is going to be my music room, my studio.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
So we have air conditioning, we have heat. This is state-of-the-art, environmentally friendly, energy efficient. So it'll keep this warm in the winter, it'll keep it cool in the summer.
I'll be spending time here at night looking at the stars.
Now, who do you think's idea was that?
Not Ben's?
No.
Your idea?
My daughter's. This was Sherry's idea. She wanted to take all your pictures. She rummaged through. Hopefully you don't mind, because she wanted to turn this into the wall. We'll call it the family wall.
Hey.
And did you see a new picture there?
Oh, my. They did that for this?
We brought Ben, his wife, and grandchildren
I wish you could.
to the studio.
That's amazing.
My dad was never a guy to hang a lot of pictures in the house, but that will be everybody in his life around him all the time, and that's amazing. I know that will brighten his day more than the sunroom itself will.
Open door.
Holy Toledo.
And you got a bathroom.
This
was his
showpiece.
idea. This is your son.
Huge.
So this was all ripped apart. This was restudded, all new electrical. We added more insulation in your attic. Also insulation here, all mold-resistant drywall, new tub, new floor, and your son helped as much as he could with us to do this.
Mike, this is. Thank you very much.
Let me just show you out here. So we just painted out here, painted the living room, painted the ceiling, put in a new light. Ben actually picked that light.
This is amazing.
The kitchen's painted, the living room's painted. Your son's been a big part of this. I had to give him a helmet, a crew shirt.
Thank you, son.
I'm looking at my dad, and it's a great feeling. He's happy. That's what I love.
It's like new.
It's a new beginning.
My dad's got a new start, and he can do whatever he wants and be as happy as he wants for the rest of his life.
As a contractor, sometimes you have to tear apart people's homes. They've been living there for years. In this case, a do-it-yourselfer that Manny and his wife have lived in for so many years. With Ben's help, Manny has a new beginning, but it's bittersweet, with a new sunroom that his wife always wanted.
Come see Grandpa's new room, come. Olivia.
Mike, I have a picture for you.
You have a picture for me? Did you make this picture? That's beautiful, thank you. Can I have a hug? Okay.
For more information about this show, please visit hgtv.ca.